Hello everyone, and welcome back to Space Engineers. Today we will have the exciting tasks of maybe trying to complete this whole space. And I think I'll start by maybe sorting out this whole area. Clear out this corridor, maybe create a bit of space here so it doesn't feel quite so claustrophobic, and maybe sort out a few other things. So, how much will we need to... Okay, we want it to be at least one block higher here. Don't we? I mean, we could just pop a block there, for which, of course, I need steel plates. Let's go and pick some up. And let's see how high we need to get it, because I am reluctant to put it just one block high. I know that's kind of probably the minimum that we need. Actually, it might not be too bad. Let's have a look. So the next one would go kind of like there. How would that work? I'd need to still take some of this off. Okay, that's that taken care of. And here, okay, I could probably just make my way through here, just cleaning this up. Yeah, I definitely need to clear all of this. At least. Okay. So, and actually we don't need full blocks. Actually, I have an idea. I do have an idea. Yeah. So, will it work? I don't want to put full blocks there and just waste all that iron. Like I said in the last episode, it's not actually about wasting the iron. It's more about having to carry that back and forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a half block there. And what I'm going to do for the... Yeah, I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do the edge there, which I will worry about later, because all I really want here... Oh, no, I don't want a half block there, actually. I want the half block there. And then what I'm inclined to do is put a slope here, like that. Yeah. Now I think what that probably means is that I've just complicated that whole space, how I'm going to do that. And it looks like I will need to put a full block on top of it just to finish off the look. Yeah. I think that's okay. Yeah, because the final block goes there, because that's probably where our roof is going to be over here. There is a question of, well, they are full blocks that I've put in, but they won't be... I'm realizing that I could have used half blocks for most of that. Yep. But before I get on to that, let me just put these in. That's a half block, right? Yep. So I did put a half block there. And let me put in a few more. There, 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 there. And just one last one there. And let's weld these up and see how that looks. The next one, next one. Okay, I'll sort out the energy in a second. Will we be able to do all of them? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so there's a tiny little bit. I'm gonna blow something up. Oh, not too bad. Okay, so How does that feel? I wonder if I should actually not have that go all the way up to the top. I wonder if I should taper it down. If I should have it sloping down kind of like the stairs. So that there is a constant, like a relatively constant level of height. Yeah, I think maybe I should. Because otherwise I think this space feels just too large. Let's see, just going up. And there are no lights, which makes it a little bit more complicated. Maybe it's okay. I shall worry about that later. Now I want at least one block here, but not worried about too much more than that. So let me just see here. So 4. Won't let me place. Oh, this needs to be that way. Oh, so that's why. So I can put it like so. There we go. Half blocks. Saving some steel plates. Will that be enough? Space. And if I put, again, half blocks just on the edge there. And I'll put, it'll need to be higher. Yep. Definitely needs to be higher. Because we want it to be a couple of blocks high here. Yeah, so again with the half block, guessing there are bits of stone there. That's okay. So that takes you all the way through to there. Now the question is, what do we do about that? Do we have perhaps a very tiny corner? Yes, we do. I think that might look okay. Yep, that looks intended. Yeah, perfect. So we're out of steel plates, which I'll go and get a few more. And I'm not sure how this side would work. Let's work out the side that is easy to do first, and then we'll worry about the other side. Yeah, so weld these up. And one more block there. Now we need to think about how we are going to do the ceiling. Might just, yeah. I think that I will have a regular
meteor storm inbound.
Nope. I will have it like so.
Energy critical.
Yep, I will sort out energy in a second. Like this all the way through to here. And then I will do the same thing as there. So we will have the roof getting a little bit taller. Yep. And I will just weld this up. Okay. Now that leaves us with this space here, which we can't. I wonder if I just take that off, and you can see the stairs there, and you could fall down onto it, which is not a huge deal. I wonder, I don't think that this won't work. Nope. Would that work? I don't actually know what that is supposed to go onto. Yep, that won't work. This I don't think will work. And the tip definitely won't work, but the corner might. It sort of works. Will the no, the inverted corner would just look a bit naff. It's not perfect, but it's something. Not entirely convinced. I mean, if I put just a half block here, let's see, half light armor block like that. That's still, oops. And I could put that there, but it does leave it feeling a little bit incomplete, and it might be, that might be okay. Not the biggest fan of that, but I think it might be the least unattractive of our options. So we might just have to go with that.
No energy.
Oh shit. Okay, so I can see some... Okay, stairs. Forget that if when I don't have energy, I don't have lights. I should probably put some lights there. Okay, so we need energy. Do we need anything else? Yeah, I should probably check. Oh, I've got plenty of O2, so that's not a problem. So, yeah, so we'll do that section and then we'll start going up that little tunnel. Not sure exactly how we'll do the roof of it, but we can figure that out as we go along. So let's see now. Should put in some lights, but I might leave that till a little bit later. I also want to just clear that, which is annoying me. Did I do any damage? Seems to be, oh, there's a little bit there. Okay. A little bit of damage. Fixing. Alright. Yes, this may not be the most perfect. I mean, I could... Yeah, I mean, whatever block I put there, I will have to figure out how to kind of fit it in, which is probably not that easy to do, so I'm just going to leave it for now. So what we will have here is... It does feel like this is going to be the edge of this corridor, and this is going to be the edge of this side, which is a little bit narrower than what we have over there, which is okay. And if we start to bring that up though, I'm just checking up here. Yeah, because this one kind of veers to the right a little bit, which I am not entirely convinced we are going to maintain. No, we might actually... Can't really see straight. Yeah, so we might end up mining some of this out and having that as a straight corridor across. I think that's probably the simplest way of doing this. So let's see. So that means we have a half block on the outside like that. Aha! I think that I would need to take this... Oh shit. Huh. Since that half block is on the outside, this is not actually going to work, because I can't have a half on this side going up and the half block on the other side covering it up. So we would need to take that to a full block kind of thing. And I think the best way of doing that is to move it looking up the way, one to the right, because you know, it seems to be going to the right a little bit. So the easiest way of doing that actually is to do it here. So what I actually want is the tip. Like so. And then what we will do is we'll take this off because, you know, it's in the way. And we'll put a full block Actually, we won't put a full block. We can still put a half block, but facing the other way. Yeah. So, yeah. And then this is okay, and we can just go straight up from here, actually. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let me put another half block there. Now, there is a question of when we will start to... Oops, that's wrong. Yeah, maybe we will put the minimum blocks down and then we'll figure out, as in the floor blocks, sort of floor blocks down, and then we will figure out the rest, because, yeah, this is going to go there, then that'll go there, and this will need to come out. These, both of them need to come out. Then we're going to put another block there, so that... Yep, so that will need to go up a height. So this is kind of what I'm imagining will be... Oops, the minimum height sort of thing that we're doing. I'll just weld some of these up so we get a bit more inventory space. And I can pick this up. And I can take some of these off. And I have to take this off right to the top. Oh, yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Is it, though? Yeah, the doorway will be way further to the right than we originally anticipated. You know what? Could we taper it more? I mean, what I need to figure out is that bit there, that going to the right. How are we going to do the arch bit for that? So if I put a half light armor block there, and how would we do it? So that's not the tip that we want. It's that we want. Okay, it's coming in. Right. Wait a minute. How is that? That needs to go... Oh, that works because... Yeah, we definitely have a problem. Because that works because this half block is on this side. But this half block is on this side. Because it's necessary. Or is it? Yeah, I think it is. Because I can't put them on these ones, because these are sloping. That does present us with a dilemma. And the other option is we go... Yeah, we go in and then back. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so you get a slightly different feel. And that is that one block too high? It's maybe not, but how is that looking? Finding it a bit difficult. Is that looking the wrong way? Let me just take some of this off. Yep, that's looking the wrong way. So that's going up. Oh no, is it? Okay, so what's happening here, of course, is that that's going... Yeah, so I might have to take this off, and that off, and that off, and actually have to put it there, then have it there, on top of which we would have the half block to save some carrying of steel plates. And then we would have that. Yeah, so that becomes much more circular, actually. Don't know if that'll work. Let me take this out of here. And then we can have a proper look. Okay. And there is a little bit of an issue here as to how we're going to taper it if it's going up like this. But let's see how it looks. Ooh, I missed a bit there. Don't think it really matters, but... So what would happen for this section? Because I can't just put the block there like that. Sorry. Thought that might happen. Okay. So, oops. Is there some damage there? Yeah. Okay. All fixed. Okay, so like that. And like that. Okay, so that just does not work. Because you see, I can fix that hole actually. I could just put a couple of blocks there. Actually, no. I probably only need half blocks. And I can just have them facing this way. Can't tell. It looks like there is a, there's a clear difference between that corridor and this corridor. It isn't quite a smooth transition. But that might be okay. It won't look that good here actually, because you've got this curve and then there will be a little bit of gap right there. Let's try it. If in doubt, you just gotta try it. Yeah, it looks a bit stupid, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So that is not going to work. What else can we do? I do want a relatively adventurous look here, and that's what's causing some of our issues. And I think the main problem is I want to combine a going up slope with a half block slope going on the outside so that I can taper it up using that thing. Yep, and I think... Yeah, that's not going to work. That is just not going to work. And I think the only option I might be left with is... I mean, those are the blocks that I want there. And the only thing I can think of that I could do is to use a slope. Where's the slope? That's going the wrong way. What's going on? Right. I would need the slope. Where would I... How would I do this? I think I might need a full block here, actually. And then let's try the slope. Nope. Oh, the slope is in the wrong place. Okay, fine. So let me try putting the slope. Oh, I can't put the slope there. What I need to do is I need to put a block there. And then put the slope there. Yeah, that kind of feels like it's doing the same thing, doesn't it? Yeah, that might work. So then what I would do, when it's a sharper turn, but we could probably live with that. So, and then we put, what do we use there? We use the half slope. Okay, so that's not really the half slope, but the base here. Wait. Because I'm looking at it the wrong way. Getting confused. Yeah, but that doesn't fit. Oh. Right. The way this would have worked, I need to kind of go backwards, I guess, is if the slope was there and this was not. So what that would mean is I need to put this block even further inside. Yep. If I did that, let me just weld just that section up. Okay. I know that's only a half block, but I don't think that matters. How would that work? Would that work? Yeah. I can see it working. And that would have to go all the way up. And that would be one block that we would have to fit here, and that fits. So that's fine. And that might end up, yeah, okay. So the only section then that we need to kind of worry about is the transition, which I'm going to worry about later because I don't see another option for doing this. Let me just do one thing, which is to put in a half block there and see that it lines up. No, it doesn't. We're off by 1. So let me just reverse and okay, so actually that might not matter because we're not going to go all the way to that side anyway. Okay, I should start on this side, or should I? Because I need to figure out exactly how wide this is going to be, and this is going to be the same width as that, which means that that one comes up there, then we have one half block like this, then we have that block again and going back all the way down, which gives it an almost kind of, gives it a real feeling of it being an arch. Now if I start there, then that would determine where the arch ends. And in some ways, that would determine where the arch ends. Okay, here's a question. So we've got one block there. Okay, so I think that we are going to have to start. Where do we start? Are we going to start one block in there? Cannot decide. So we've got 2 blocks there. Yeah, we will start 1 block in there, which means that some of these things we might have to redo. Let's try 1 block in and see how it works, how it looks. Because what we want is a full block, which... So that's a half block. Okay, so full block which goes there. Then we have the slope, which... that's the wrong way around. Is it? How is the slope supposed to be? The slope is supposed to face this way. What do I do? That? Yep, like so. Oh no, wait. Okay, so what I actually need is, my bad. So, if we are doing it that way, then I would need to put another block on top of it, and the slope goes like that. It'll need to be 1 block higher, because this is the floor here. Now, yeah, I think that is where we will start. So I'm just putting a half block there so we can cover that bit up and see how this section looks. In this bit, we will have to sort out some way. So that goes there. And on top of that, we have a half block. And then we have the base. And then we have the half block again, but in a different direction. And then we have the base facing the other way. And behind that, we put in a half block just for scaffolding. And then
storm inbound.
Underneath that, we think we can move it 1 to the right. Because we're going to have a slope. Okay, slope. Oops. Like that. Or maybe not. Maybe this is perfect. And then we put a block behind it, and we put a block underneath it. Yep. And that... Is that near on in line? If we were to move it 1 more block in, that might also work. So I'll do 1 block in for the one after it. Then let's see, because did I bring this? Yep, so that's all the way down. And is that in line? Yeah, I think it's in line with that block actually. Yep, it looks like it's in line with that block. Yep, it totally is. Now the question is, when this one is veering to the right, it definitely is. And if I put this block there, that's 1 block in, which might not be what we want. So let's move that 1 block in actually. So what are we doing there? So, yeah, so we need to put... Okay, so let me take that down while I build this one. And I think this makes sense to me. So, full blocks there. I'm pretty sure we might be able to use half blocks, but I'm going to figure that out later. So that goes there. And then... Or did I put... that there. Or is that one in? I can't. I wish I hadn't taken that all off now. First there was undo. No, this is right, because I can't put that block on the other side. Okay, so then what we do is we put this on top there, but we'll use, I know that we can use a half block for this. So that's the half light armor block there. And then, are we 2 blocks in now? Feels like we're 2 blocks in. Oh no, because if I put this block there, wait, like this. Yep, so we're exactly 1 block. Okay, fine. So let me take this off, that off, that off. So we'll need to dig into this cave a little bit on this side, which is okay because that'll match up a little bit better with the top there. So we need to pick up a half block and put that there. The base block goes there. And behind the base block, we need a half block, which we can put down. Oops, a little bit higher up. And then underneath the half block, we have the slope. Oops. So the slope. Yep. And a bit of drilling out because there isn't enough space there. Wait, is that slope facing the right way? Yep, it is. And then underneath that, we have a regular block. And I think that means that I need to put something behind it, which can actually be a half block there. And then a half block there is all we need, actually. So that tidies that up. Yep, that's exactly it. Perfect. So I think that will probably line up with the top there. And let me just fix this side because we don't want full blocks here. Well, hopefully I can do this whole thing without using full blocks, because full blocks is more steel plates to carry around. And why carry it around if you don't have to? And actually that can go there if it wants. I don't think that I will need to put another one underneath it. Okay, so let's now I'm just going to weld all these up to see how it looks. And this is just going to flow, just no tapering, nothing like that. Just going to go straight through to the end. Yeah, that is just going to go straight through to the end. So what I need to do now is figure out, yeah, this is going to be the same height as that. Here though, I'm going to put in a full, because I need to cover both of those sides. Here as well, I guess I need to put in a full block. And probably there. But here we can start, ooh, that needs to be a slope actually. Yeah. And some of those I will need to figure out based on how that section is going to be. But I just want to see how this slope looks. Oh, is that exactly where I run out of steel plates? Okay. So let me just go get some steel plates and we can see how that slope works. Picked up some scrap metal, so let me get rid of that as well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what happens here is this corridor here basically gets shifted across to here. I think that's just an artifact of the fact that the miner was traveling kind of sideways out of the space. But that's okay. It gives it a slightly different feel, I think. We'll have to wait and see to some degree. So let's take this off. Let's take these off because these are all wrong. Not sure if that was wrong, but I want to take that off anyway. Actually, I will do... Yeah, this we can and should complete. So let me put that there. And that. And on this side. And the half block. There. Okay, so how does that look? So I've dropped some steel plates here, which I can pick up. Oh, some scrap metal as well. Okay. So, yeah, this is one of those places where blueprint, a partial blueprint would be incredibly helpful. I wonder if I should shove a projector down here and set up this blueprint. That is exactly what I should do. But how would that work? Because it also needs to go up as we move along. That's okay, right? Because we can just push it up. Yeah, that might work. Okay, so let me see if I can figure that out. What is the best way of doing it? The best way of doing this is to build it on. We've got a rotor part just hanging about outside. We'll just replace that with a full rotor part or a large grid rotor part, and then we'll build from there over to the other side. We'll blueprint it, and then we can build it through that cave. So take that off. Just take the rotor part off. Now I need to access that rotor. Maybe from there. Control panel. ROTOR. And I'm just realizing that we are running out of time. Let's see. Add rotor head. Okay. Okay, so let's weld that up. So some large steel tubes. That's easy enough. Just that should be enough. Or not. Oh, I need quite a few. So let me just... Oops. Press the wrong key. Put this away, that away. 20. Picked up all the large steel tubes. And now you just need to weld. Oh. Wait. How did that happen? Didn't hear any sounds. Okay. So, put those away. We only really need steel tubes. So how did it start? It started with one block. And then it had... Yeah, it was like that. Like that. Well, it's easy enough to set this up and then test it. Is that right? And then half light armor there. And then we have this section, not like that, like that. And then we had the half light armor again. Then we had this part going the other way. And on the back of that, we have a half light armor, because underneath it, we now have the slope facing this way. Okay, because that needs to be over there. Yep. And then, Yeah, behind that, we have the half light armor block, like so, and one underneath it. Okay. I think, yeah, that looks about right, doesn't it? I don't actually have to weld this up because I just need to, oh, how do I access this? Oh, I might not need to. I just need to do Control B for blueprint and arch template. Oh wait, no. What did it call it? Large grid. Okay, so let's get the details of that. That should be, oh, number of blocks 2808. So that is not what we want. How would I mean, that is literally on the rotor head. Let me, don't want to put a control panel on it. I mean, if I just trim off the rotor head, then that's just going to fall down. Gee. Control panel. Let me, oh wait, why is it not?
Energy low.
Again. Oh wait, that's why, because I need to put it here. Display computer construction component, easy enough. Where is it? Display computer construction. Oh, what do I have? Display computer construction component. Okay. So if I access that, what? Why does it think? Okay, so it just only has the control panel, and okay, so 6010. So this is large grid 5342. I'm just going to rename that to Arch, and yep, it's got 13 blocks. That is exactly what I need. Now the question is, why can't I blueprint it? Okay, what if I have that highlighted? Large grid 5352. Huh. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. But I'm wondering if that is just an issue that it's just confused about. Or is it? Because I don't... What else? I can't really... Oh, I can just test it. So, must have... Do I have a projector somewhere? Yeah, because the other option is to start building it on the rock there, detached from everything. And then I won't have that problem. I'll just once again put it... do I... Yep, I do care as to how it is facing. Although I can never remember which way it's supposed to. Like this. Maybe... Oh, crap. Steel plate. Okay. I'm just going to test it, and regardless of the outcome, I will call it. Because we are running out of time. Okay, let's try that. Oops. Computer, motor, large steel chip. Oops. Computer, motor, large steel tube. Okay, so big test. Let us do it from there. What was it? projector, blueprints, and large grid 5352. Yeah, that's probably not a good sign. Yep, it looks like it's picked up the entire base. So I do need to disconnect it from there. That's probably not the easiest thing to do. Actually, you know what? I might just remove. Let's see if we can be really sneaky about it. Okay. Oh. It's hanging about. That's good. Control B. So what does that say now? Details. Number of blocks, 12. Perfect. Close. I'll just delete that. And large grid, where is it? 53521. Details. Rename. Arch. Okay. Close. And the thing I need to do now, though, is to stop it from causing damage across our base. Oh. How will I attach it to the base there? I think they are at different heights. Okay. Simplest way is to put all my things away. The main problem with this is that I can't now fix it or repair it or change it if I needed to do that later. I'll just have to build it again elsewhere. Possibly using a projector, actually. That might be the simplest way of doing it.
Meteor storm inbound.
Okay, so now let's see what happens. See how I said that I won't do anything regardless of whether it works on the projector or not, but then I did. Arch. Okay. How's that looking? Perfect. Okay. That is pretty perfect. Okay, so in the next episode, that's what we'll do. We'll project a single one of this arch, we'll weld it up, and then we'll push it up one, weld it up, push it up one, and so on and so forth until we have welded up that entire space into a hallway. Okay? That's it for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.